All right, we are live. Hey guys.
Hey, everybody.
I'll give people a couple of minutes to hop on while I pull up the chat here. Good morning. AM. AM was in one of my tarot classes, and we are live. Oops. She does astrology.
Hey, guys.
Um,
Hey, everybody.
is your volume?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
I'll give people go to the on while I pull up the chat here.
Okay, what's the best way for me to, should I be following on
Good morning.
Facebook? Should I?
AM. If you mute the actual YouTube audio, then it won't
Oh, mute the audio on
YouTube itself.
Okay.
It's like where you would like to pause it or okay. Hey guys. Oh yeah, I was saying though, AM she's really good with like all the different placements of your signs in your chart, birth charts and stuff like that. She's like a guru. She's the best.
Oh, very good. How nice. Nice to meet you, AM.
All right, I'm gonna put you as a moderator. Hey Kim, Grumby, what's up? Hey Abby. How is everyone? I'm here with Holly. If you guys remember, Holly Hamel, she's a psychic medium and a good friend of mine. She's amazing.
Hey, everybody. Kendra and I love working together, and we really love working with you together. So thanks so much for showing up and supporting.
NJKK, I'm actually going to talk about that in just a second. I am behind on all of my emails. I have a couple hundred emails that I still have to respond to that I haven't had an opportunity to respond to because I've been so busy. But we're going to touch base on that here in just a minute. I'll let Holly do a quick introduction on who she is, what she does, and then we can jump in after that.
Great. Thank you so much. I'm a psychic medium, and typically what I do on my private calls is channel your spirit guides. If you get a one-on-one, like where it's a live call with me, that's an option. And I channel your spirit guides, and I can also speak to loved ones that have crossed over. And so what I do is not necessarily tarot. Every now and then I will pull a card, but I have some other more general cards that I use every now and then. But really, I just I'm psychic. So I have clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, and clairvoyance. I can hear, see, feel, and just know things.
And she's the best. She's on point. So I always go to Holly when she's also a life coach. So she does life coaching. So she's been coaching me for quite a while now. And I always go to her when I'm having anything come up in my life or anything going on. I always set up a call with Holly, and she does, what is it called? The past life reading or the past life?
Yeah, Akashic records. I can like go back and see like what your soul's journey has been.
Which is awesome. It's amazing. And it's also life-changing too. So I recommend her to anyone, all of you guys watching. And she just started her own channel too. Yay. So she has a channel. We should post that so they can.
Okay.
What is it called?
Let's see. I'll just create a link here real quick.
Okay.
And
she's going to share her link to her channel. So she just created a channel. Grumpy said, Candace says you're awesome. I already like you, Holly.
Oh, yay. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, Kenda and I are very close. We met in some like coaching containers, and we've just been working together for a while. And so she's somebody that I go to when I need support as well. And it's been a really beautiful relationship. And so we're working together. So this is a great opportunity. And I posted the link to my channel in the chat.
So also to add to that, with how busy I've been with all of you guys, which I love you all and thank you guys so much for your support, but I do have to scale back on the amount of personal readings that I've been doing and kind of set a limit for how many I'm able to do each week, because it's just taking too much time, too much energy, and it's been hard for me to keep up, as a lot of you guys know. So overflow of readings, once I hit that cap on my personal readings, I'm going to start referring all you guys to Holly. I am going to be increasing my pricing for my readings. Holly's amazing, and she's going to be honoring my current pricing for you guys. So if anyone comes to her through me, she'll honor my current pricing for you guys. And if you guys want to reach out to her directly outside of, reaching out to me first, you're more than welcome to do that. And we'll post her information in the chat box and the description box. You can reach out to her as well.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Kenda. It's such a wonderful opportunity to be working with you, and I will take excellent care of your clients. And please just be sure to, if you reach out to me directly, just be sure to let me know that you met me through Kenda so that I can thank her and give her referrals and things like that. So we're just sharing this wonderful space, and because she's gotten so wildly popular, she needs help to get to everybody, and her time is getting more and more valuable. And so thank you for all the love and support that you've given her, and just ask that you continue to uplift her in that way. And she just does a lot for the community. She's such a genuinely kind-hearted person. So I really appreciate your patronage. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're going to start doing lives together weekly for you guys. And it's going to be, I'm really excited for this morning because Holly, we're going to do all signs for you guys this morning, all the elements. Holly has channeled messages for all of you guys, and then she'll do it by element, and then I'll break it down by sign. So we're going to see what comes up, but I'm super excited to do this. It's different, and I'm excited for all the messages that come out for you guys. Just keep in mind, we're on Zoom, so the chat box is a little bit delayed, and we're not in sync just yet. So we're a couple minutes behind. Okay.
Great. Okay. So first I'm going to read, and thank you all for the beautiful compliments in the chat. That makes me feel very loved and seen. Thank you so much. Okay, so first we're going to start off with fire signs. So these are Aries, which me and Kenda happen to be, and Sagittarius and Leo. Okay, so for fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, be aware of putting the cart before the horse. Things can take time, and although you've had luck with taking leaps, there's a situation in your life that's asking you to do things in a proper order, so that you can have the best possible outcome. So when you're sensing into this situation, you're feeling a need to act quickly and impulsively. But what Spirit is telling you is to wait and look at all the moving parts, the people, the timelines, the patterns, so that you can see that there's a better strategy than just jumping the gun. So just breathe into this situation for a bit, because if you wait and you bide your time, something is going to shift and give you a better vantage point and better options on how you can play your hand. Okay, so this is about strategy, not being impulsive. Regarding relationships, this is a good time to look at all of the features of the relationship, do an inventory, and see how happy versus sad you are with the overall analysis. Okay, it's like a pie chart, and you want to say like, okay, how many slices of the pie am I frustrated, and how many am I satisfied? So when you do this overall analysis of how much joy this relationship is bringing you versus the stress, discomfort, this is a wonderful diagnostic tool to see if the relationship is healthy or if it's wearing you out. So ask yourself, is this feeding me or is this draining me? Okay, and then Kenda's going to read some specifics.
So I'm going to break it down for you guys, Aries, Leo, Sag, and I'm just going to piggyback off of what Holly's talking about, or her messages, and see what the most important message through tarot is for you guys right now. And starting off with Aries, you already have 2 cards out. One of them is infatuated love. So you may be feeling like you're falling fast for someone, or there could be like a romantic obsession with a person or a situation. There's a very strong message for you to stay grounded during this time so that you don't get caught in an illusion. Also, giving up the need to control a situation is here, surrendering. So needing to give up the need of control, but also not giving up on the connection, but accepting what destiny is and not trying to run from it or cut corners. Okay, so what else for Aries? Yeah, see, you guys have had a really painful ending with someone, or feeling of betrayal by a situation or a person that was in your life. And you may be stuck on the situation and like overthinking, overanalyzing, and having a hard time letting go of that and the control of it all. And whatever it is, it's like this situation has left you feeling really unhappy with the 4 of Cups here, unhappy. So you have a strong message of going towards what really makes you happy. It's okay, but selfish. The 9 of Cups is here. Make sure that you're not overindulging. And I'm hearing like follow your heart, but not, I think that a lot of you may be struggling with control. So you have, that's like the overall message that I'm getting here is letting go of the need to control the situation, not getting caught in illusions, making sure you're staying grounded, not overthinking things, Aries. So Leo, we have, you have cycles and long haul. So, you have someone here that you're starting a new cycle with, or there's a lot of changes coming in with this person. And again, you have the same message as Aries does, staying grounded, so you don't get thrown off your center here. But you have someone coming in that is interested in the long haul, interested in being with you long term. And there's a need to, like, this person is willing to compromise and go through the journey with you. So maybe taking a step back and just enjoying. I'm hearing like living in the moment, Leo. Yeah, see, coming out of conflict, competition, conflict, being more balanced. You have Libra energy here. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra or a Sagittarius. Patience, yeah, again, with balance. So staying grounded, making sure you're staying balanced. Also patience. So it's kind of taking a step back and not moving too quickly in these connections. But I do see you guys coming out of conflict. Some of you may be in a situation or a connection where there's been a lot of turmoil, I'm getting, and you have an energy of coming out of that. I'm surprised the Hangman didn't come out. Oh, here you are. Because I do feel that energy where it's like kind of back and forth or being in a limbo mode, and needing to see things from a different perspective. So I do see a lot of changes coming in for you, Leo. Sagittarius. So Sag, you guys may be going through an ending with someone, or you guys may, for some of you, be deciding if someone's worth pursuing. You have a connection or a relationship with someone where they make you feel really protected and safe. You guys love each other immensely, but there's a strong fear of losing each other. And so that might get in the way here. Fears of losing each other. Yeah, I'm getting a really fearful energy surrounding whoever you're dealing with, you or your person, take it how it resonates. But it's like this connection here is really bringing your fears to surface level. So some of you may be struggling with fears of rejection, abandonment, loss, commitment issues, whatever that looks like for you, but it's coming to surface level right now. What else for Sag? Yeah, see, some of you may be feeling really confused. You have the 7 of Cups. What direction to go in, what option to choose. You may feel like you're trapped in an illusion. Wow, this is a big burden for you. Overthinking, overanalyzing. When it comes to a connection or a commitment, you have the 4 of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a twin flame. Some of you could be in a situation where you are married. But there's a lot of overthinking when it comes to having some type of new beginning here. So a strong message of working through your fears and not overthinking things as well. So that was fire.
Great. Okay, so next I have water. So this is a general message for water signs, and the water signs are Pisces and Scorpio and help me. Why am I blanking right now?
Oh, Pisces.
Yeah, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aquarius. No, that's air.
Oh, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio.
Cancer, of course, my cancers. How could I? Yes. Okay, sorry. I have a little excitement for, being on stage here. Okay. So water signs. Okay. So the message is to go with the flow. It should come naturally for you. Okay. It's a good time for cleansing, purging, and renewing, shedding old patterns that are no longer serving you. Usually it's the first thing that comes up when you're thinking that. If you're like, well, what could she be talking about? That first thing that you don't want to pay attention to, that's the thing. Doesn't have to be a dramatic situation to let go of this stuff. Just let it go. If it's not ideal for you, just kind of let it float away. Quit putting energy into the things that you don't want. Okay. Things have a way of naturally just falling away when they aren't given attention to. So like if you're not watering this plant, it will wither. And if there's something that is just draining you, but you feel obligated to, look at what you're doing and see, like, is this really a true obligation, or are you doing this like out of guilt or expectation? Do what makes you happy. Follow your bliss with this. Okay. So let's see. Just choose not to respond to the things that you don't absolutely have to, that are draining you. Okay. Just don't answer the call. And just, or if you must answer, just flow with it and don't go out of your way to do anything that's not easy. Okay. This is regarding the stuff that you're just done with, the people, places, things, situations, thought forms. It's easy and effortless and drama free. Just let it go. Okay. Love is consuming right now. There's a person that you always hold a special place in your heart for. They always have a place at your table. And whether or not they show up, you always like make sure that they feel welcome though. They love you, and they also know that that you're devoted. So they don't necessarily go out of their way to make sure that your needs and desires are met. They kind of know that you're just like always going to be there. So the best thing to do is to let the person see you living your best life, being in love with your hobbies, your passion, your purpose, because that's always attractive. It's always attractive to see a person in their flow. So keep your social calendar fairly full regarding this person. So if they are like calling you at the last minute, like, hey, can I come over? Hey, you want to do this thing? But they haven't like made the intention to put you on their calendar or to reserve your time. So sorry, I'm busy. I've already got plans, not really playing games and hard to get, but just kind of truly keep your calendar full. Don't sit around and like pine away for this person, because when you're in higher demand, that's going to make you more attractive to them. So let's see. And they need to know that they're not your only option. And they'll show more interest. But ask yourself, is this a game I want to keep playing? Are you satisfied right now if nothing changes? Like if it never changes, is this enough for you? You might be. That's all I have for water for now.
Okay. So Cancer, we'll start with you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So So it looks like Cancer, you guys are dealing with somebody who is very different from you. You guys, you have opposites attract. So you're dealing with somebody who's very different from you, but you guys still complement each other very well. You may be looking into their birth charts, seeing if you guys are truly compatible, trying to learn more about this person, trying to get help in this connection, or like knowing what direction to move in. I feel like you guys are really wanting to collab with someone here. Wanting to move things forward, a lot of communication back and forth, but there's definitely an energy here of not really, somebody here not taking action. Somebody has a blindfold on in this connection. I feel like it feels very one-sided in a way. It's like, it feels very one-sided, like someone not equal give take. Yeah. So there's definitely a need for you to there's fear surrounding some type of truth or communication, some type of heart-to-heart conversation that you need to have with this person. And maybe that's what the drawback is here, but you have a strong message of getting out of your head and opening up and having some type of conversation that's been weighing on your chest. So that's a strong message coming through. Pisces, you have a situation here. First of all, I feel like this is some type of soulmate connection. You have the 6 of Cups with the Star, and the 9 of Wands. So it's like someone here is still remaining hopeful. They're not ready to give up completely, even though it's been a long time coming. I feel like you and this person may be not really communicating at this time. There's a strong message of needing to love yourself first, or putting yourself first. Also, whatever's happening, this detour that happened in this connection, something changed here. Somebody was asked to go in a new direction. It's like you saw this going one way, and then something prevented it from going that way. It's like you really wanted some type of romantic offer from this person, or take like a level up, or taking things to the next level. And whatever happened between the two of you that prevented that is a hidden blessing, they're saying. So you're asked to go in a new direction, but there's still a strong energy here of somebody not ready to give up on this connection with this soulmate connection, this person from the past. So remaining hopeful. You have the Wounded Warrior here. Let me pull one more card on this. Yeah, two of Pentacles. So someone here is really going back and forth. I also saw the 2 of Wands. So there's a decision that one of you needs to make. And I feel like it's to take action towards this, or to like pursue, because I feel like someone's still remaining hopeful on a romantic offer that they were waiting for. But something happened in this connection that threw it off balance. Scorpio, you have a very spiritual connection with someone, sacred bond. You have a really spiritual connection with someone. And there's a strong message here of you needing to open yourself up to love. It's your time to receive. So staying open-minded during this time, and allow the love to come in to you to help heal you. Someone misses you, and they're like watching you, or trying to see what you're up to, watching you online, checking in on you. But they miss you, but they're scared to reach out to you. So it's safer for them to watch you online versus actually like reaching out and expressing the fact that they miss you. They don't really talk about it. But there's a lot of overthinking going on here. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Leo, Sag, Aries is here. Ooh. You have 2 people here, Scorpio. You have two different people. King of Cups, which is your energy, water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. King of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So there is things changing here. There will be some progress in this connection. But I want to see, one of these people really hurt you. One of these people broke your heart, and you're not really communicating with them. I feel like it wasn't equal give and take. There wasn't reciprocity in that connection. So they're showing me that's the person that watches you and misses you from a distance. You have a really spiritual connection with someone that you may be resisting due to this past heartbreak, because it's not showing as you fully healed from this yet. But that person, that newer person, is going to bring in a lot of healing for you. And it does have potential to move forward. It will be a wish fulfillment, but you have to be open to receiving it. Water.
Okay. Ready for me to move forward with Earth?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Earth signs, we have Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. My son and my partner are both Capricorns. So it's special for me. Okay. So your mom is? Oh, I love my Capricorns. Okay. So you have a desire for quality, and this spans into all aspects of your life. This is for all Earth signs. Okay. So for Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, I have a Virgo rising. So this relates to me in some ways too. Okay.
I'm a Taurus rising.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. What's your moon?
Cancer.
Okay. I'm Libra. Very cool. Nice. Okay. So if you're taking the time to do something, it's going to be a worthwhile cause. Okay. So this is just naturally of like earth signs. Earth signs are hard workers. They like nice things. Anything that they do, it's going to be quality. They expect a high caliber of things. So everything that you impact has a level of passion, craftsmanship, and work ethic infused. If it's not something that you know that you can do well, you often don't have an interest. Okay. So it's like so many things do come easy to you, and you're so good at so much that if something is a challenge and you're not like just awesome at it out of the gate, you're like, oh, I don't really want to do that anyway. But I'm calling you out on that. So calling you to your greatness in this area. So if it's not something that you can't do well and you don't have interest in it, what's happened is like you have a lot of like really fine output, as in like high quality output with art, music, learning potential, and accolades. But there are some opportunities, including relationships, that you've let slip through your fingers because you weren't interested in possibly sucking at something on the first try. But everyone has to start somewhere. Just because you're naturally good at so many things doesn't mean that you might not be really incredible at something that you've put off because it may take more time and practice. Or it might mean like putting your heart on the line, and that doesn't always feel comfortable for you. So, what have you been secretly wanting and being interested in? Or who have you been secretly wanting and being interested in, but you told yourself that you don't want to take the risk and you don't want to look like a novice at this thing? So your ego can actually take more discomfort than you think. So this is good news. You might be avoiding things for no really solid reason. Because this avoidance is costing you some unexpected magic. So I want to invite you to let yourself be a beginner. You're still going to be respected for being vulnerable and just trying. There's something beautiful and there's something people tend to give people grace when they're just trying something new. So just take that token and know that nobody's great at everything right out of the gate. Okay. So allowing yourself to be vulnerable means that you know that you're worthy of love and acceptance, even if you're not perfect. Okay. So stop being so hard on yourself, be more compassionate with yourself, and take those leaps that feel big to you. And don't be afraid to suck at something. It's the first part in being really great at something. Okay, thanks.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so Taurus, it looks like you guys have a very on and off again situation with someone. Someone comes in and out of your life and disappears, reappears. You have a strong message of not getting trapped in that cycle. You have a really intellectual connection with this person, though. So you guys have a strong intellectual bond. You could overanalyze this connection, you or your person that's showing up here. Someone's going through dark night of the soul. So either you or your person may be feeling really disconnected, empty. It's kind of like a depression in a way. They're just not really in a good place. And you guys are going through some type of, like you guys are both evolving and awakening to the connection. I feel like one of you has put in a lot of work into the situation and the timing has been off between the two of you. So for whatever reason, you guys haven't been able to actually come together. It looks like you still remain hopeful, though, that this will come together, you or your person. Someone here needs to make a decision and take action. You guys, it feels like a stalemate energy here. You have 3 2s, 2, 2, 2. So that if you look up that meaning, that might have a message for you. But 2 also talks about choices and decisions. So let me see what this is. What is... Okay, in regards to letting it go and walking away, some of you may be struggling with actually letting this go and walking away, finding it difficult to walk away, to end things. I'm hearing like once and for all. So there's a lot of back and forth energy here. And I know I mentioned overthinking, but that's also coming out again. So overthinking, if you are making the right decision by walking away, here's your energy, Taurus. Yeah, by moving away, it's showing up again. So you have, and then the Lover. So you have a decision to make here. I feel like you've been through a lot in this situation. And some of you may be getting to a space where you're trying to decide if it's best for you to just let it go. So I see that. But then it's interesting though, because part of you still remains hopeful that it will still come together, which is interesting. Okay, so Virgo, you have, okay, so you guys are actually coming in a very good space. Queen of Pentacles, really putting yourself first, looking really stable, maybe focusing on your stability. Money looks good. It also looks like in your connection, if you're with somebody, there's and this will look different for everybody, but there's definitely an energy of taking things to the next level. So some type of level up in a connection. Now, if you're with somebody, you do have marriage here, or like if you're dating somebody, maybe it looks like you guys moving in together. If you've been with somebody for a long time, maybe it looks like marriage, something like that. There's some type of level up here. I also feel like you may, for those of you who are in a situation with somebody, this is a very specific message, so it might not be for everybody watching, but I have to say it because it's here. So someone here they have a hard time trusting in relationships. They feel like they have to snoop around or secretly look for things that this person is doing. And you have a strong message of if that trust is gone, you can't really cultivate a healthy relationship. So is it in your best interest to continue to hold on to that? So I feel like you guys have a message of emotional support. So your stability looks really good, but emotionally, maybe check in with yourself and see if there's still something there, because some of you are still holding on to some type of betrayal from the past. And all of that could very easily be connected for a lot of you and affecting your relationship. So you keep bringing up unhealthy habits from past relationships because you have a hard time trusting, because you haven't healed from something that happened to you in the past. So you do have something new coming in, something that you're really passionate about, something creative, and it looks to be like very victorious and financially fulfilling for you. But it's a matter of taking action on that. So you have the Two of Swords too. So kind of being at a stalemate and not pursuing, or kind of going back and forth, not seeing the bigger picture. You have a blindfold on. So taking that off and actually taking action towards something and pursuing something. So I'll see that. Capricorn. So Capricorn, you guys have also choices. It must be an earth sign thing, but you also have choices here, choices to make, understanding that not all relationships are easy, but you shouldn't feel like you're at war with the person either. Some of you may be addicted to some type of toxicity, toxic relationships, but you're in a connection that may be toxic to help you. It gives you an opportunity to overcome unresolved pain. You definitely need to take some time to yourself to heal and grow and become more self-aware. I feel like, yeah, see, crossroads. So you guys have a decision to make, a choice. It may be a choice between two people. Someone may withdraw their energy to take time to get clarity. So someone may have pulled back their energy, or this could be you. But there's definitely a message here of kind of standing back, seeing the bigger picture, and taking time to decide on exactly what it is that makes you happy. I do see movement coming in here. See, yeah, you have the Emperor. So you could be dealing with an Aries, but ultimately, I feel like this is a strong message for you to kind of take control over your partnerships, over what it is, the people who you're connecting with in your life, in order for things to move. I'm hearing like you guys may feel like things just haven't went your way for a while, or things, yeah, it's like things aren't going your way. And it's because you need to step back and really take control of the situation and step out of something toxic and decide what really makes you happy, or who really makes you happy, the people you're allowing in your life.
Okay, and finally, I'm going to do a general reading for air signs. Okay, so air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So the first thing that I saw when I started to channel this is like rows and columns and like everything in its place. So boundaries, okay? Boundaries, compartmentalization is really important for you to compartmentalize different things in your life. And then the words mise en place came through, which is I believe it's a culinary term that says like it means everything in its place. So it's about like, plating things. So mise en place, everything in its place for air signs. As you're organizing and trying to make sense of your life, it's important to make sure that you are holding firm boundaries for yourself, for others, and even for tangible things and feelings. Okay. Air signs must be organized or their life just feels chaotic. I mean, air is just such a mercurial element anyway. So, especially if you've got more than one of your top three signs in air, then have to stay organized. I'm sure you can relate to this. So look at places, look at places that feel out of control and see how putting people, things, attitudes, and feelings in their place is going to help you feel more sense of control and have a clearer vision for where you're going. Okay. And when I say like putting things and people in their place, like sometimes that means telling someone off. Sometimes that means like, nope, this is my boundary and you're crossing it and I will not stand for this. So, whoever you're thinking of, right, when I say that, that's the person you need a boundary for. Okay. Boundaries are loving. It doesn't mean you don't love the person, or maybe they need to fuck directly off, like it doesn't, boundaries are healthy. They're really, really good for you. Okay. So, I just want to encourage everyone to learn about boundaries. That's something that that I teach on too. And I really want to stress how important boundaries are for air signs. Okay. So boundaries and compartmentalization can look like decluttering your home, your car, your desk, or your friend group. So what thoughts, people, fears, and memories are living rent free in your head? Nope, it's time to evict. Okay, it is time. Like it's past time. So so it's time to clean up, declutter, clear out, and people that have just been kind of like mediocre friends or like frenemies and stuff like that, evict. It's time. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. The first person that came up to your mind when I'm talking about this, that's the person. I know you love them and you've got investment and this, that, the other. They are draining you. Okay, you're done. Decide that you are good and done with letting these unpleasant or non-productive things take up so much mental space. This might be a habit, an addiction, a lifestyle, or something like that too. So if you want something fresh and new, you have to clear the space for it. You have to welcome in this fresh new thing, person, or way of being into your life by taking care of the things that have been blocking it or making it seem less appealing for the thing that you desire to feel truly invited. So this can look like if you're in a relationship, like a romantic relationship, and you're just kind of stringing it along because you don't know like what's coming next, the person that you really would match with might see that and be like, oh, that, they're taken. I'm just going to, go elsewhere. So like basically space holders, clutter, excess, frenemies, like those type of situations in your life are blocking the good things from coming in. So first you have to create a welcoming, inviting space for these good things to come in, and then they come in. Okay. Boundaries are a beautiful thing. Compartmentalizing feelings, drama, anything that is wafting into areas that it doesn't belong in. That's what you're going to be like using this message for. Okay. So is family getting involved in your romantic life? Boundaries. Are you taking your work or work drama home with you? Boundaries. Is your romance affecting your friendships and support network? Boundaries. Are you hanging on to clutter that, and clutter can be dissatisfying relationships, house stuff, outdated fashion, or ideas that aren't bringing you joy? Marie Kondo that shit. Most importantly, state your boundaries clearly and repeat them if necessary. Always communicate a consequence that you're willing to follow up on. That's important. Your word is only as good as the action that you're willing to put behind it. Okay, off my soapbox. Boundaries, air signs. I feel passionate about this for y'all, especially.
Okay, so I have some good stuff. So Libra, Libra. Okay, so you have a very strong emotional connection with somebody. This person could already be involved with someone else, or you could be. This person is in and out of your life. It's a very intense connection. But this actually ties into what Holly was just talking about. There might be a lot of outside influences that affect your connection. So people, opinions from people, your friends, your family, their friends, their family. There could be a lot of gossip and opinions, outside influences from other people who are preventing this connection or has prevented this connection from ever moving to the next level or turning into something more. But you have a very intense connection with this person. It's very strong, deep, and intense. It's really overwhelming. Someone may run from it. So someone may allow opinions and other people's thoughts on your connection to make them run from the situation and cause commitment issues, right? So it's like, and it's an energy of like keeping somebody around because you enjoy the connection, you feel the intensity of the connection, you have an emotional tie to this person, but you keep them at like an arm's distance. You don't really open up to the connection, but you won't commit to it, but you keep it around because it's convenient. Or somebody could be doing this to you. You have the King of Cups, so it could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But again, with the emotions, there's a lot of love here that you guys mutually have together, but it just feels like outside influences prevent you guys from becoming anything serious, prevent you guys from actually putting work into the connection. So there's a message here, Queen of Pentacles. Remember to put yourself first, your needs first. And if somebody is treating you this way, to set boundaries with them. But ultimately, being in a space of feeling for yourself first, putting yourself first, worrying about your own stability. And some of you may be in that space right now, but let me see where they're getting at with this. What's the outcome of this connection? Wow, see the High Priestess. So you have a really spiritual connection with someone. But someone holds back a lot. Someone does not open up and express how they feel. So, but I think, yeah, ultimately your message is to put yourself first, put your needs first, because I don't see this person opening up anytime soon with the High Priestess. This person really holds back on expressing how they feel. I feel like they want to avoid some type of conflict, but they do want a second chance. Someone here is waiting though. Someone here is waiting, but the wait has been a burden for whoever is on the side of the reading, because the other person is giving to another situation possibly, or giving to other areas, allowing those outside influences to impact your connection. Okay, so Gemini. So Gemini, you also have a divinely guided connection, somebody from your past. You may be in a space of trying to decide if this person is worth revisiting. But there's a message here of someone being really upset about the fact that this has taken so long to move forward. You may be in a space or you have a message that this person, maybe they're just a passing soulmate. Maybe they're not here to last forever, but they came into your life to teach you some type of lesson that will leave you forever changed. Some of you may feel a need to like hold on to this person. And you have a message to let them go, to not hold on to this energy, to let them go. Okay. Aquarius. So Aquarius, you have a couple of different things here. So you have a situation or a connection that is a very deep connection, but it could trigger you and make you act out of character. Maybe it makes you act possessive and you're not to believe possessive. Whatever that looks like for you, it's going to be different for everyone, but this person makes you act out of character. I do feel like some of you are remaining in a situation because it looks good on paper, but that connection doesn't really excite you, or it's like stagnant. So I'm getting like a very bland energy with this person, but it looks good on paper. So you may stay with this person, even though the love is lost in that situation, Aquarius. But it's interesting because I feel like you also have another situation or another person that you have a strong connection with someone here has fears of rejection. So maybe it's not really expressed, but you stay in a convenient connection because it looks good on paper. Could be with a Pisces. Some of you are really hanging on to pain from the past, some type of disappointment that happened in the past. And you have a message, if you want to move forward and be victorious in your relationships, that you need to let that go and heal from whatever this past was. Instead of, I get like some of you you have two people, you have someone that you're currently with, but you still hold on to this person from the past, and the disappointment and that connection from the past. Maybe you feel like this person played you or gave you mixed signals, but you have a lot of healing that you need to do. You have a lot of healing that you need to do, Aquarius. Also, believing and knowing that you deserve healthy love, that you deserve a healthy love. And you're actually, I feel like you're creating more pain by staying in a convenient connection or staying in something and focusing on the past instead of what you have currently, because it's convenient for you, which is interesting. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting.
So how's everybody feeling? Put a one on in the chat box if you want to hear some more from us. There's a little delay too. So
yeah, how do you guys like this? Do you guys like it?
Yeah, let us know how you're feeling. I want to take a little temperature and see what might be needed. And feel free to ask us or to give us suggestions on things that you would like to see us do in the future. Like I'm really like opening up the chat right now to see if there's like anything in particular that you would like to see us do together, or any particular topics that we could showcase for you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, any topics you guys want us to talk about maybe next week, or do you like this one, or should we add stuff? Should we remove stuff? What do you guys think?
Yeah, we'd love your feedback. We're here for you. We're both moms, and so we've got some of that background. We can talk about our psychic journey, the way that we've come to where we're at. Yeah, so people do pay for our readings when they're more private, personal ones. Sometimes we'll do card. You want to tell a little bit about what your other lives are like, as far as how people interact with them and get personal things in the moment?
Yeah, so whenever we do, I mean, when we're not doing all signs, but like when we open up stuff like this, or when we do super chats, you can always ask questions and we'll do a little personal reading for you, like a one question spread for super chats. And then sometimes I'll do it as well, just for everybody in there. I'll kind of bounce back and forth between super chats and anybody I feel guided to answer questions for. And then also we both do personalized. So like off of YouTube, you can email us and set up one-on-one personalized readings with us. So
yes. And so so Kenda, what does your do you want to tell a little bit like what a personal reading would look like, as far as how they set that up and what to expect with that?
Yeah, so my personal readings I offer right now, I do love readings, and then I have a general love and career. That one's a little bit more expensive because it's more in depth. But my most common popular one is a love reading, and it's kind of like the ones I do for my zodiac signs, but it's just for you and your person. So I go over overall energies, pick up the energy for you and your person, what's coming up, any messages, and then I'll dive into specifics. So I'll look at what your person is thinking about when it comes to your connection, how they're feeling towards you deep down inside, how they're viewing you in your connection, what are the blockages or challenges in your connection, what are their true intentions with you, and then a potential outcome. And then I clarify the crap out of it. So I get all the information for you guys. And then it's a private YouTube link that I send out to you for your personal reading. And then career, general, and love is everything I just mentioned in love. But then I also dive into general. So any general messages that come up for you that spirit wants you to know. And then anything in career and finances. So I have a whole different spread for that as well.
Absolutely. So Kenda is getting so popular and so big with this because she's so accurate and so impactful. Like she has like absolutely changed my life. She even predicted the death of my grandfather, which was really interesting, and that was wild. So Kenda, can we just talk about that for 1 second?
Yeah.
Like, do you is that scary for you to say like, "Yo, somebody's dying"? Like, was that how did that feel
I
for
just
you?
got chills everywhere. Yeah, because it's interesting. I think I was doing a general reading for Holly and I was going through all of her different houses. It was a new spread that I was doing and it came in like so strong. And I was like, we thought it was somebody else at first. And I was like, is he a fire sign? And I think she said, no, he's not, or something like that. And I was like, oh, weird. This is what's showing up. And then later on in the evening, she texted me. She's like, oh my God, guess what? My other grandpa, he is an Aries and he passed away. It was so crazy.
It was wild. Yeah. So I think you had pretty much narrowed it down to like a grandfather person. And so I thought that it was one that hasn't been doing well for years. And that he was a Gemini. And you kept being like really insistent, like really no, this feels like an Aries person. I was like, oh well, well, I guess we'll see. And then you said that there was some stuff going on like with the estate and all this stuff. And so while we were on the call, I didn't realize that he had passed like an hour or so earlier, and I'm a little bit estranged from that side of the family. And then my half brother calls me and says um, that he was gone and that it happened. And like when Kenda was telling me that there was going to be a death, like it had just happened like a couple hours like within that call. And so her like accuracy like down to like the sign of the person was so incredibly powerful. And then there was some stuff that I had to talk to my brother about with the estate and things like that. It was really really interesting. And her messaging is just so like hard hitting. And so anyway, because she's so accurate and so popular and like so easy to work with and such a kind beautiful soul, as she really truly is like an angel on earth. um
Thank you.
yeah, I'm so grateful that I know you and I love you and I love working with you, and this is such an honor. So she's gotten so big that she's um inundated with calls and requests. So she's had to raise her price because her time is so incredibly valuable. Plus she has, family, she's got 3 kids, and then she needs to create a situation where she's her time is making it work for her. And so she's raising her prices. I'm still currently honoring her past prices as a gift to y'all too, because I want to transition into being her assistant and affiliate. And so I can do the same thing for you. And if you want from Kinda, which is an amazing amazing gift to yourself, then reach out to her, reach out to me, we'll figure out how to get you served. And then something else that I do is like psychic life coaching as well. So this is more of an involved call. It would be like a Zoom call, one-on-one, you and me, where we would talk about I could get a channeled guide for you from your spirit guide, a channeled message for you from your spirit guides, or I could speak to a person that's crossed over. So a loved one that has passed on and is on the other side, I can get a message for you from that. And then whatever comes up for you, I can coach you through it and help you learn how to not only receive it, but also to apply it. And I feel like that's really important. So, yeah, so let us know how we can serve you.
And those calls are freaking amazing. They're life changing. I remember the first call I ever had with Holly, I was like in tears because so much stuff was coming up. And yeah, it was really intense. It's so cool. And just past life stuff. And then coming into like, it's interesting what comes up from like, for those of you who are into this kind of stuff, from past life into your current life and how it affects you and your ways of thinking and things that come up for you. And then also Holly was able to channel messages from my son's grandma who passed over. And it's just really cool. It seriously is amazing. It's life-changing. You guys have to schedule a call with her. I recommend everybody to Holly all the time. For
Oh,
those of you
thank
who know
you so
me,
much.
yeah,
Thank
in my tarot
you.
class, and we always talked about Holly.
Thank you so much. So powerful. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for just being my friend. Thank you for promoting my services as well. And it was such an amazing experience when I channeled her son's grandmother, because she was such a big personality, And I remember I had this like little Aries candle sitting on my bedside table, and it was kind of like getting close to like burning out. And Kenda and I are both Aries, and the grandmother came through, and she got really excited talking about like how much love she had, for the world, and how much she wanted Kenda to like truly like spread her light and her love into the world. And she goes, your heart's so big it can fill the entire world. And she did this like motion, and the candle cracked, like the glass like shattered, like it cracked like all through it. It didn't spill out, unfortunately, but it was like that was the first time that I've had something kind of like that potentially like destructive happen. I was like, whoa, okay. But it was fine. It didn't cause any problems, but I was just like, okay, loud and clear, I got it. And it just really feels like we're supposed to have a very close connection. So there's a lot of energy and magic between us, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity.
Me too. I'm so excited. I've always felt like as soon as, cause we met in a spiritual challenge group, like coaching situationship, but her and I were like, I think you reached out to me and you're like, let's schedule a call and like, let's exchange services. We did. And ever since then, like, I've always felt really connected to Holly. So she's amazing. Very
Absolutely.
genuine.
Oh,
Very
thanks, honey.
genuine.
Thank you. And I just want to say that we also work with young people too. Kenda has done some readings for my son when he's a teenager, and he was going through some stuff, and she really held space for us and helped him to get some guidance on some things that were challenging for him. And it was really special. And so just, if you have young people in your life, I would like to open the invitation for them as well.
Ginny said, I feel the magic.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much for being here. So the best place to get quotes on prices is just to reach out to us individually and or together. Be sure if you reach out to me individually, please be sure to let me know that you met me through Light Girl Tarot. I just want to make sure that she's getting all the credit for that, because this is such a beautiful, generous gift that she's giving for me to be here. And yeah, so just reach out to us privately, and we will get you in the books and get you taken care of.
How do you guys feel? Also, let us know. How do you guys feel about hopping on a live and just doing like questions, like answering questions, like the super chats, the one-on-one questions versus like all signs? Like, let us know about that too, because we're open to that as well.
Absolutely. And then Kenda, is there a place that they can donate to this cause if something that they heard today was helpful to them and they want to show you some love? Is there a place that they can show you some love?
Yeah, you guys can go to my PayPal or Venmo, and it's like Girl Tarot. And then Holly has hers too as well, and hers is just your name, correct? Holly Hamel.
On my YouTube. I'm sorry, I was reading
For
the chat for
your,
a second. I got distracted.
for your PayPal and your Venmo, is it Holly Hamel?
It's you can find me through that. It's my Venmo is at Mother Superior. But we could, yeah, I guess I'll just type it in the thing. Oh, another thing that's been interesting is like anytime I'm putting links into the chat, they've been being deleted.
Oh, I can add them into the description box after
Okay,
our.
yeah, I think there's something here too. So
Yeah, if you want to type up like all your links and everything, then I'll copy it and put it in the description box.
okay, great. So here is, I'm about to drop all my stuff on you. So there's my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Venmo. I just dropped that into the chat there. So there's a slight delay. So yeah, hopefully
And I just pinned it to the top of the chat too, you guys. So you can find all of Holly's stuff pinned to the top of the chat. And I'm going to add it into our chat as soon as the live is over.
Great. And then I'll also put my email. Holly Hamel Life Coach is my email. So that's easy enough to reach out to me. But yes, please do reach out. We would love to serve you. I'm so incredibly proud of Kenda. This is her full-time job now. She was able to like quit her day job and do this full-time. So I just want to celebrate all of you too for contributing to someone's dream, for being faithful and lifting her up when she's truly like in her purpose. That's where she's really shining. And this is so amazing, and we could not do the work that we do without y'all, without the fans and the people that trust us with their hearts and their hope and their future. So thank you so much for all of you.
Thank you. Okay, so I pinned it under my name on the top of the chat because it did delete it again. So it's in there, and I'll add it into the description box as well, you guys. So after the live is over, I'll add it in the description box too. So it's there.
Yeah, and you should be able to find me fairly easy online too, because I had a doula business and stuff like that too. So I'm out there. You should be able to reach me. My phone number's been the same. My emails, they're all linked back, so you should be able to find me. So thanks so much for everything, and this was an awesome call.
And we'll see you again next week too, guys. We'll see you again next week. Yeah, love you guys. Have a good day, everyone. Love and light.
Take care.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, let me